Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect. Well, we ended up getting attempted to be nuked. So yeah, that wasn't fun. We defused it in time, but it looks like there's some pirates around and they're trying to set up a bit of a reputation. So we're going to go ahead and try and snipe down some of their men. And then we've got to make our way back to the Mako. So we've got all of our team with their sniper rifles in place. And
Rally round!
Whoops. And now we should be able to go ahead and actually, hang on a second, can we? Oh no, we can zoom in barely, but enough is enough. All right, let's go ahead and start firing. Let's take out some of these enemies.
Shields down.
All right. Ooh, okay, well, we got shot at pretty well. Let's go ahead and heal on up. That should be fine. We've got a decent number of choices. Oh, you know what? Let's also go ahead and try out our assassinate. And let's go ahead and get everybody to use that skill of theirs. Hello. And goodbye. Yeah, let's just keep our shots on target. We'll go for the weaker ones instead of someone like Krogan. Krogan have some decent regenerative abilities. Oh, sniper's still kicking. Come on now. Oh my goodness, this guy's still alive? Okay. Ah, there we are, that's a little bit better. And you know what? Our assassinate skill has almost returned. We'll go ahead and we'll pop that off once more. Whoopsie daisies, aimed a little bit off. And then we got the level up. Let's also go ahead and use our, where is it? Adrenaline burst, so we can get some more sniping skills. There we are. And then that should be fairly good. Yeah, alright, is he down? Still kicking, so I'll assume he hasn't got out of plate. There we go. And there's some bonus XP. Alright, and oh, that's our Mako. Huh. I did not notice that was the case, and it looks like, hang on a second, there's still a couple more enemies. One specifically, all the way down. Okay, you know what, taking out their cover, that is a good plan. Let's go ahead and, what can we do? You know what? Let's go ahead and see if sabotage is possible. Okay, so there is an upper limit. What that is, I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and we'll go for an assassinate. They're down. Let's make sure they're out. And there we go. Haliat went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. It's time to get out of here. Alright. Well, I guess that all played out well in our, on our side. Got a good amount of XP. Looks like we have, interesting. I wonder what kind of damage that is. But it can't be good, whatever it is for them. And yeah, that's everybody out of the way. Let's go ahead and let's jump into the Mako. It looks like they tried to move it, but at least they didn't get too far. So I think that's pretty good. You know what? Let's go ahead and aim for a corner. We'll see if we can unlock any other mysteries from this planet. Maybe another deposit if possible. Again, we're still trying to earn as much money as we can get our hands on, so we'll just go for a bit of a drive. We won't go for too long, but if we can see anything from the top of the mountains, that would be good. Or if not, maybe we can, you know, move to some slightly better terrain and visit something if that so pops up. Okay, so yeah, very long and open plateau over here. Oh well, I don't think that's quite the right word, but it'll do. again, I thought I heard that sound of an animal. I'm not 100% sure what that was meant to be, what it could be. We'll just quickly check out if we can see anything. We'll go by. Not seeing anything over there. Not seeing anything over here. Okay. I think that's going to be most of anything, but I guess we'll go... I think we'll reach our marker and we'll call it quits there. If we haven't seen anything before that, or once we get there, I guess that's all we will be doing. Yeah, alright then. That seems to be the far edge of the map. Let's get back to the Normandy. Oh, and of course, we leveled up, so we probably should have upgraded people's skills there. But that is what it is. Alright, so let's have a look at our assignments. Now, there was one that we were looking for. Yeah, privateers. A man named Gareth asked you to look for his missing brother. May have fallen to pirates. So that's through the strenuous system. We'll see if we can find that. If we can, that would be good. If not, it sort of is what it is. We can't do everything. But either way, let's go ahead and back on out of the Voyager cluster. Where do we need to go? I think we had
message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Okay, so I don't think that was quite what we were going for. But we will... I guess since we're here, we may as well sort this out. Let's go ahead and we'll pick up the Gagarin system here. Yeah, make sure that we go ahead and get these things sorted while we're in the area. That may as well be what we get done. We'll go ahead and we'll have a bit of a search. We'll survey what we can find. More matriarch writings. Also too, I think, yeah, Gagarin, after the, what do we call it? That Russian cosmonaut? I think that's what they call them. But either way, there we have it. We have one place where we need to land, but we'll just quickly double check the other 2. Alright, so that's everything surveyed. Let's go ahead and head down to the planet. No point in missing something that's fairly easily gained. Let's see, Geth. Let's bring Tali. She's got her AI hacking up to maximum, so that should be nice. And then let's go... You know, let's bring some extra combat and biotic. It's probably a lot of combat, so let's bring those 2. That should be a fairly decent squad for us. Alright, let's drop on down. Wow. That's quite the view. Is this a moon or is that a... Yeah, that's a big moon or a big planet, depending on what we're on. Yeah, okay, well, let's see, where are we? We've got this, that's the Mako, there's the anomaly, the Overon Research Outpost. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll make our way down there, and then we'll swing back up and through. I think that's the best way to do it. And then, as I said before, we leveled up, so let's go ahead and spend our points. Charm. Let's go ahead and max that out. Save us some cost there, and then... what to go for? Go for Shock Trooper, maybe? Let's see, opens up new dialogue. I'd really rather sell for more credits if possible. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? Maybe we go for the assault training for the Master Adrenaline Burst. Although the cooldown time could be more beneficial. Yeah, okay, you know what? Maybe we go for the Shock Trooper. That'll be fine. As for Rex, let's go ahead and spend... Well, we're doing pretty decently. More health, better resistances, better melee. You know, let's go ahead and throw on the... Let's go ahead and bump up his assault rifle skills. That way we have the advanced weapons across the board, and then we'll work on things like stasis. As for Tali, we have 2 more points here. Let's go ahead and... Let's bring up the... Let's boost up the dampening. That could be a good plan. Yeah, that's a pretty useful thing to have. Alright, so we have our way forward. Let's go ahead and see where we can go. As always, we will go ahead and quick save as we have now spent our points. Just to be on the safe side. Alright, so what have we got? We have pretty rough terrain. Yeah, not exactly a smooth ride. Looks like we do have an anomaly. Okay. What have we got? It's up the hill, so let's not fall down. I said let's not fall down. Thank you, Mako. And... what do we see? Well, it's abandoned, whatever this is. More pistols, shotguns, and assault rifles. Ooh. The scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Okay, so there's got to be some kind of danger. I'm guessing it's going to be the Geth. Yeah, that would make a whole heap of sense. If I was someone out here and the Geth showed up, especially after all these years of them not kind of being around, I definitely want to make some tracks and get out of there. Alright, let's just see what else we can do. Anything noteworthy? Yeah, he's our deposit. Polonium, sure. Let's go ahead and survey that. That should be nice and easy. More money again, 16.5 grand is not too shabby. And then, what else do we have? Any combat? Not yet. Okay. Oh, and a crashed escape pod. Alright, well, let's see what we find. Alright, a medallion. This downed pod contained a League of One medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. Alrighty-yo. Let's go ahead and make our way towards the next location. Let's see. Any signs? Not seeing much of anything. No, let's just go for a quick drive over the relative flatness. And then... it looks like there's a pathway up the mountain there. I see a couple of beacons or trail markers, whatever it is that they've used. Alright, I guess that's going to be the official way forwards. Probably the easiest way too, so we'll take what we can get. Alright, no sign of Geth on our radar, that's a good sign. What about automated defenses? Any sign of them? Not yet. That said though, just because they're not visible doesn't mean they're not here, and it looks like we've got a deposit just off down in that spot over there. Actually, let's go... Yeah, okay, so we've marked that fairly well on our minimap. We'll get to that in a second, but first... What do we have? Oh dear, okay, well the Geth are definitely in this area. We know what these spikes do. They are typically a bad sign of things that have occurred. Let's go ahead and we'll let our group shotguns, and let's go with an assault rifle. Alright, let's get ready for a fight. Let's get ready. Alright, let's go ahead and see anything. Alright, well I suppose we'll go ahead and have a look at what's in store again. It's not like we're concerned about ownership of things. With what we've seen of what the Geth do with those husks, I'm not sure that there is any legal owner. Or at least not one that would be particularly attainable. Alright, more pistols, more assault rifles. Oh, and we now have contact. Okay. Well, let's put these husks out of their misery. Not that I necessarily think they can experience misery.
I smell trouble.
But it's the right thing to do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fire that. Actually, you know what we should be doing? We should go ahead and apply some tungsten rounds. That would be good for these synthetics. Well, not good for the synthetics, but good for us eradicating them. Yeah, okay. Anything worth noting? Oh, what do we find? Huh, medkit. Okay, that's a good plan. And then... what's next? I'm guessing these are probably the scavengers. We've got some other side. Let's try out this first. Yeah, I don't think they know what was going on. And you know, let's go ahead and throw... Yeah, let's go ahead and throw and then sabotage. Between the two, that should do a good amount of damage. Oh. Huh. And it turns out they know how to open doors. And we may have just walked into a trap. Okay, well. We'll take what we can get. Let's go ahead and... well, I don't know where we are yet. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and stand back for a second. We'll take what we can get a hold of. Some extra medium armor won't be the worst thing for us to collect. Okay, and oh, Geth Destroyer. That is not handy. Okay, let's go ahead and throw that thing right back where it came from, and then let's go ahead and use some overload. Let's go ahead and we'll use some overkill. Definitely need to get our shields up and running. Let's see, you're almost down. Let's go ahead and apply some warp and sabotage. Whoa. Alright, that guy got downed. Yeah, let's heal up. Yeah, let's make sure that we're all good. We've got a little bit of extra health to spare, but again, if we don't need to use it just yet, let's not. Oh, and that's right, I was going to say, let's go ahead and switch to some tungsten ammo. That is probably a good plan. Yeah, especially if we're fighting the Geth. So let's quickly run over to our equipment. Yeah, tungsten round 7. That will be a very nice upgrade. Where is it? Tungsten. Yeah, 40% extra against synthetics. And then, what have we got? Incendiary and... what have you got? Chemical rounds. Let's maybe throw... do we want? Toxic damage. It's not the worst. Cryo rounds. You know what? That's not the worst idea. Slightly less accuracy for them could be useful. Yeah, we'll give you some cryo rounds. Oh, and we can even upgrade your shotgun. Actually, it looks like we can upgrade our... No? Rex 226. Alright, Tali, it looks like you're getting a new weapon. Go ahead and throw that there. That is probably worth destroying. We'll keep one just in case. 188, we'll say goodbye to that. Yeah, okay, so that'll be more stuff for us to sell at a later date. But for now, that should be fairly good. Still got a little bit of company. Again, just making sure that we don't lose out on what we've done. There we are. That's working for us a bit better. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of the trooper. There's another one off to our left and another two to our right. Yeah, that sniper. That's not going to make it too far. Let's go ahead and use warp and some sabotage. It's got an area of effect, so that should be fairly handy. Oh. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess we'll punch a robot. Oh well, it all worked. That's the main thing. Those tungsten rounds definitely paying off. Alright, and I guess we're now going to make it to the next building. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's quickly get into our vehicle, please and thank you. I guess dropship. Yeah, not exactly what we're looking for. Good thing is, we park fairly well. Oh, we can run you over.
3 more of these outposts left to clear out? This should be fun.
Okay, so that counts as an outpost. I guess the Geth didn't appreciate our handiwork. Alright, at least we got that cleared. We'll now go ahead and make our way to the deposit. Let's just quickly check the topographical map. We're heading down and to the left, so I guess it's not the worst. Come on, let's just try and be somewhat aware of where we're going. We don't want to have to try and climb our way all the way back up again if we don't need to. Okay, and it looks like it's not in an awkward position. Level terrain, of course. Alright, come on. That'll do. Alright, thorium. Let's go ahead and survey. There we have it. That will do nicely. And now I believe there was still one more. Yeah, there was still debris on the field. Let's see. Up and over or maybe around. Okay, let's just make our way around. I think it may be a slightly longer distance to travel, but if it's easier to drive, we can probably maintain higher levels of speed. Alright. Let's go for there. Oh, let's jump a little bit, see if we can extend that range a little. Alright, and now we just need to do a hill climb. All is well with things. Alright, let's see what is on the other side. I doubt there's going to be much left now that that Geth ship dropped off some reinforcements and they were, well, easily defeated. I doubt we'll have too much to worry about. Alright, crashed probe. Oops, we almost got there. You know what? No big deal. Energized weave, kinetic buffer. All good things. And I think that's going to cover everything. So let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. We've found more or less everything that we want. One deposit should be more than enough. Alright, so now that that's one outpost done and dusted, we should probably go ahead and see if we can clear some more. Let's head to the... what's that? Tereshkova? Let's go ahead and see what's going on there. Again, 4 colonies, 4 systems. Seems like a pretty decent way. Oh, an antibar. Okay, fair enough. I know where we need to go now. Let's just do our standard checks. Alright, let's go ahead and survey for a medallion. Not quite what I was expecting, but it'll do. Let's go ahead and check out these planets. Heavy metals. More heavy metals. And then... what else do we have? I think that's about everything. Yeah, that seems to be all. Let's just double check that there's nothing below the camera. Don't want to miss anything unnecessarily. And down to Antibar we go. So let's go ahead and land. More Geth. That means... what do we want? You know what? We're not actually making a huge use of Tali's hacking at the moment. Maybe we go with a, let's go with a bit of a biotic run. Yeah, let's go with the biotics. That seems to be pretty good. We know that Rex will be a good one with all of his weapons and things. Caden should be pretty good. That'll also give us access to hack and do whatever else that we need. Yeah, we might maybe find some cool biotic compounds? No, biotic combos. That's what we want. Alright, so, whereabouts are we? We're here. That's over there. Let's make our way towards the anomaly. The outpost isn't going to be too hard to find. Possibly something down in this corner. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go for a little drive first, just because it's going to be quicker for us to deal with it now than later. Caden, what do we give you here? First aid upgrades, electronics, so you're better at repairing the Mako. Advanced lift. Well, you know what? That sounds actually rather good. Wouldn't mind. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some points into that. That should be good. That will now mean that increases the radius to 5 meters. Duration lasts longer and the cost is less, as well as the recharge. So that should be good. And then, yeah, that is everything. That'll be fine. Oh, and of course, let's go ahead and give Caden radioactive rounds. Tempting, but no. I think we'll go with some more tungsten rounds. That should be fine. Oh, and apparently we can upgrade his assault rifle a decent margin too. Yeah, 260 is quite the step up. Okay, anything else? We can technically go with a shotgun. Anything that improves is probably worth doing. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then... ooh, that's a fancy pistol. Hang on a second, do we want that fancy pistol? The answer is yes, so we'll take that one. Anything else that we really want to get our hands on since finding anything particularly nice? Ooh, that's actually really good. And then let's see, what else have we got? Wireless sniper rifle. Ooh, that's a nice improvement. We'll take that again. And then, oh, that's right, we also had some armor to look at. 247, 24, and 25. I suppose it's not the worst. It's light armor, so that could also go to Caden. Maybe we see if we get something else instead. Yeah, I think maybe we stick with what we've got and we hand that off to Caden. That would be... yeah, that would be a substantial improvement for him. And we can also go ahead and throw on another upgrade. Let's go with shield recovery. Yeah, I think that's not a bad plan. As for... oh, right. And for Caden, there's also a better amp. Cooldown bonus is just straight up improved. Sure, we'll give that to him. What about you? Can we upgrade? Yeah, slightly less cooldown, but we get better duration and power bonus. I think that's a fair trade. So that should be all that we want. Again, just double checking that we've got everything. Caden, anything else that we wanted to give you? Oh, that's right. Pistols. Let's just go with that. That'll be fine. And then let's just give you an upgraded sniper rifle. 172. I don't think that's as high as some of our others, but that'll be an improvement nonetheless. Yeah, alright, that should be fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so, not wanting to do that twice, let's go ahead and get that locked on in. And it looks like this shouldn't be too bad of a journey. Yeah, this is relatively flat. We should be able to make our way across with minimal effort. Not entirely sure where the edge of the map will be located, but I think it shouldn't be too far. Let's just make our way around. I thought I may have heard something, but I guess I did not. Oh, and would you believe it? We almost landed the marker perfectly on a deposit. Alright, well at least that will give us a nice little boost. Might even be able to finish one of our UNC missions for deposits being surveyed. Alright, let's go ahead and park there. Lithium deposit. Let's begin our survey. Let's go. And all is well. Alright, and so now that we've got that, let's go check out the anomaly or straight to the debris. You know, we'll probably cover more of the map if we make our way up here to the outpost first. So we'll head to the debris, we'll head to the outpost, and then we'll cut our way across. We don't need to go over what we've already explored. Again, we do want to be somewhat efficient with our time and our search patterns. Just maximizing what we can get access to. Probably not a bad plan. After all, those things do pay for us quite nicely. Again, what's that? 13,000 each time we survey something? Not too shabby. Alrighty, so let's see. Anything? No signs of much in this tundra. Yeah, no signs of any plant life. Alright, what have we got? Oh, okay. We've almost made it to the debris as it stands. That's good. Yeah, fairly... the map's not too large, which is nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what we find. It's a jam? Okay. Where's the enemies? Huh. I thought that was an ambush. Maybe we need to activate the ambush. Alright, let's see what we've got. Alright, definitely feels like a trap given how easy that was. Signal is still jammed. Huh. You know what? I'm guessing it's probably thanks to our destination being up over there. They probably have some kind of larger mech armature of some kind. And that's causing us some trouble. But you know what? If we go ahead and work our way around... Okay, you know what? We're going to approach from the north. That should give us a rough idea as to what's there, and maybe even the advantage on a better point of attack. Oh, and can we quickly... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I guess we're going down the hill now. Can't do much about that. I was going to say maybe we try and use some of that elevation to our advantage. We are getting close to the map edge, though. So let's just be careful. Alright, so it looks like it's right over this hill. Aha! Let's go ahead and back up for a second. Yeah, nothing's doing too well against our main gun of the Mako. Anybody else still looking for some fun? Looks like we missed that shot. That was a direct hit. Alright, and then, you know, let's go ahead. Ah, there we are. There is an armature of some kind. Knew it. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over the hill. Oop. Alright, I guess we're just gonna land about here then. Oop. Oh, it's a Geth Colossus. Huh. Alright. Seems to, Can we run him over? Oh no, but we did. Oh, maybe we did. I think we might have taken the leg out from underneath it. There we go. Oh. More combat. More combat's coming in. What have we got? That'll do, that'll do. Prime. Oh, those are big boys. That main gun is still very hard for them to deal with.
That's number 2. Let's hit the next base.
Huh. Honestly, I expected more. I expected some form of building for us to investigate or some kind of larger setup. But you know what? I'll take it. I'm completely cool if we can eradicate it with some of our main guns. Why work harder than we need to? At the end of the day, work smarter, not harder. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, we found another deposit. Oh, that'll do nicely. There we are. That's where we're headed. Magnesium. Okay. Let's see what we can find. You know what? Just wait a couple of seconds. And all is right with the world. Fantastic. Alright. Now we still have the anomaly. You never know. We might find a couple more Geth. Though, if that was their theoretical outpost, I would have thought that they would have sent as many robots to intercept as possible. Or as many units, I guess, as it is to them that... I don't know. Would they designate themselves as a robot? I think they probably would. It's kind of hard to not. But either way. What have we got here? I think it's on the other side of this hill. Let's try and go around. Oh. Maybe, maybe not. Can we avoid the trouble? Alright, well, I guess we just might need to do a little bit of a hill climb.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Yeah, alright. Calm down. We'll be fine. And I guess we're going to go down here. Okay, turns out that was a not that beneficial of a path.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Calm down there, Joker. We're fine. Alright, so we have some kind of Prothean ruin. Oh, there's something worth recovering at least. Alright, a Prothean data disk. Searching the ruins, you discover a Prothean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Thresher Maaw's many victims. Thresher Maaw? Whoa, 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 whoa. When did we hear about a Thresher Maaw? I'm guessing that's what that is. We accidentally found our way there. Alright, let's go ahead and quick save. No point in having to go through all of this again if the worst should happen. Alright, but at least the element of surprise is non-existent. Because we know what's here. Alright, there's the big boy. Alright, let's go ahead and Oh, we almost got. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the repair button. Come on, bud. I would really appreciate it if you stopped following me, bud. That thing is... Alright, pretty good. Let's see if we can quickly clear out the sensory tentacle. Maybe it won't feel so good after that. Come on, please tell me that still does damage to the overall Thresher Maw. He's a determined fellow. Alright, let's use our boost. Whew. Alright, big jump. Let's go ahead and repair once more because we know that it only takes a single hit. Come on. Guns fire, please. Oh, we can't fire our guns? Okay, so it turns out when we're... oh no, we can do it while repairing. Oh man, he must have the smallest amount of health left. Come on. Rear your ugly face, please. Alright. 33,000. Not a bad sum of money. Well, we almost died. That could have been bad. Don't want that. Alright, examine the wreckage. The vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapon fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. At least they got what was coming to them. Yes. Alright, well, that was an idea. And then what was... Is there something else for us to investigate, or was that just the general area of interest? 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that seems to be everything. So I guess we may as well bail and head back to the Normandy. And that is at least 2 of the outposts done. I think we'll call that there for today. We'll go ahead and deal with some of the other Geth outposts in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.